So this is a drawing of your brain, and when you're born, this part of your brain, the primitive brain, is fully developed. This is the part of your brain that sets off the fight or flight response when you're in danger. It's what keeps you safe, and that's why right from birth it's active. Now, if at any time of your life you've had a trauma or you've been anxious, what happens is you set off a flight or fight neural connection. It literally forms a circuit, literally like a railway track. And the more you're anxious, the more your primitive brain fires, the thicker that circuit gets. It's called the Hebbian principle, for those who want to know. Neurons that fire together wire together. So during your life, this will get thicker and thicker unless it's treated. People often come and see me and they say, I don't know what it is, nothing major going on in my life, but I'm always anxious. I always have this uncomfortable, horrible feeling. And I know it's because this is firing, because it's like a neural circuit, like a train track that just keeps going round and round unless you know actually how to stop it and how to develop new neural pathways. There's another part of your brain which we'll call the smart brain. This is the part of your brain that makes executive decisions, that can think when you're calm. It doesn't think very well when your primitive brain is firing, because all the activity is going on here, like the train track going round and round, and your smart brain, we say that stress makes you stupid. So what you want to do in therapy, how you get well, neurobiology teaches us, is by forming new neural networks. You want this to become thicker and thicker. You want these neurons to fire together, so they wire together. And when that happens, these start disappearing, because this becomes the active part and this starts disappearing. This is the mechanism by which you stop your anxiety, where you replace old ways of behaving, of your body behaving, old negative thoughts, old ruminations, with new thoughts and behaviors. Now that you know the mechanism, the question is, how do you do it? And there are two key words. These words are practice and repetition. It's not enough just to know I should be thinking this, or I should stop my thoughts, or I should calm my body. You have to practice it, and you have to repeat it enough times in order for this to become your default, for this to be the main way that your brain functions and not to be hijacked by the primitive brain. And this is also why many people have gone for various therapies and feel it doesn't help, because they've had 3 sessions or 5 sessions, or they've learned a few techniques, but they've never actually learned how to replace these negative neural circuits with new, productive, healthy neural circuits. And the good news is, you can replace this in 90 days.